Thank you so much for tuning in once more on Sino Business. It's a beautiful day out here. My name is Mojoko, and today I'm going to be talking about how to buy a land. It is so sad to know that some people are being gypped off their money while in the process of buying property. The points I'm going to be talking about are points that have helped me along my own journey, and I hope that is going to help any one of you out there. Land hardly depreciates with time. Instead, it gains value. So let's get right into it. The first thing you want to do is to get a good lawyer. A good lawyer knows the ins and outs of how to buy a piece of land and the documents that make the piece of land legally yours. So get a good lawyer. But if you cannot afford a good lawyer, keep watching. Before I move to my second point, I would like to thank each and every one of you for your support. It's been so amazing. I'm so overwhelmed, I can't even imagine. We're close to 300 subscribers on YouTube in just 2 weeks. I am so happy to have friends, family, and people like you who support what I do. Thank you so much for your comments. Thank you so much for your feedback. Thank you so much for your recommendations, and thank you so much for your observations. I'm so happy for everything that you do to push me forward in order to make you to be informed on all the things that are happening in the business world, and I want to appreciate each and every one of you wherever you are. Ask for the owner. It is up to you if you want to buy a land or property that is not registered or titled, as this is the common practice in Cameroon, especially in rural areas where land is still held under customary tenure arrangements and administered by traditional rulers. It should be noted that in Cameroon, a land title is the official certificate of ownership. However, if you see a land you want to purchase, follow these few steps. A. Make sure that the name written on the land title correspond to the owner's name written on his passport or national identity card. B. Make sure that the property is not located on a river, sea, or roadside, as this will be considered as a government property. C. Whether these documents are handed to you or not, it is very important you go to the land registry office and ask for a copy of the land certificate, as this indicates the surface area of the land, the owner of the land, and if the said land is free from all encumbrances. This process will cost you roughly 8 to 10,000 francs and will take 2 to 3 days. Once this is done, you can now proceed to the purchase of your land, which leads me to my third point. Go to a notary. Most notary offices work with surveyors. A surveyor is going to draw a survey plan for you, signed by the head of the registry office. The legal sale of land is done at the notary's office. Both parties present themselves in front of a notary who prepares a sales agreement. The notary then calculates the necessary registration costs, which is usually estimated at 16% of the cost of the land. For example, if you buy a land for 20 million francs, you will have to pay roughly 3.2 million to obtain a land title. When all payments are complete, the buyer will just have to come back after a few weeks to collect the land title. Point number 4. Building permit. Yes, honey, it doesn't stop there. You will need to have a building permit before buying iron, cement, and sand. A building permit is usually estimated at 1% of the total cost of your building. So, if you want to build a house for, let's say, 250 million, you have to pay approximately 2.5 million to have a building permit. That is why you see the sign AD on buildings around town, which is a French abbreviation meaning à démolir, to demolish or to destroy. These are properties built without a building permit or built on a government property. To have the total cost of a land, it is very important that you take all of this into consideration. Don't just go and buy a land for this amount. It's good to know that after you buy a land, you will need to spend to have a building permit, and you will also need to spend to have the documents transferred to your name. So, in order to be on the safe side, put all of this together. Point number 5. Get a loan. There are several institutions in Cameroon who give out loans to people who want to carry out real estate activities. If you have an uncompleted building or you want to buy a land, you can get a loan from one of these institutions if you meet their requirements, of course. In Cameroon, we have Credit Foncier, a financial institution of banking nature, and many others. Also, if you're interested in real estate, you can start a real estate company in Cameroon. Why not? In order to be the middleman between buyers and sellers, and also to manage estates of the many buildings in this country. The sixth and last point I'm going to talk about is a bonus point for those who already have land certificates. Please keep them jealously, because once the land certificates get missing, it gets so annoying and frustrating. It is so difficult to get another one. However, when your land certificate gets missing, you need to follow these steps. A. You make a declaration of loss at the police station, and they will issue you a certificate of loss. Thereafter, you file a motion to the President of the Court of First Instance where the land is located, authorizing the Department of Lands to issue you another copy of the land certificate. Contact us, Sino Business, if you want to buy a land, sell a land, or start a real estate company. If you will need a loan, or better still, a good lawyer or a reputable notary. That is all I have for you guys today, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give this video a big thumbs up and hit the red subscribe button below to subscribe to this channel so you don't miss any one of my videos.